Well, welcome everybody. Hello. Welcome to another edition of Marilyn's Cafe Society radio show on YouTube. Well, today is Saturday. It's the second day of February 2019. How are you? Boy, February ushers in so much, right? Starting with Black History Month. Did you like what Google did on yesterday? The first day of Black History Month, of course, honoring Sojourner Truth. Well, she was born back in 1797 as Isabella Baumfree. She's a Dutch, or was a Dutch-speaking slave up in New York State. Yeah, they had slaves in the northern states. Eventually, the northern states kind of abolished slavery, and then everyone else followed suit because of the Civil War. But anyway, she became the 19th century American abolitionist, women's civil and human rights activist. She became a preacher and, of course, just a supporter and advocate for prison reform and so many other issues that African Americans faced during her lifetime. She is known for powerful quotes. One of them, of course, being "Truth is powerful and it prevails." And also remember to look for Sojourner Truth and other women rights activists of her time on the new $10 bill that's going to be released next year in 2020. So I really liked it, and I hope you did too. February is one of my favorite months because we get to kind of highlight Black history, the important contributions that African Americans made to not just the American society, but also society in general, the whole world. Here's one, starting with on this day in history. Listen, on this day in Black history, back in 1862, the District of Columbia voted to abolish slavery. That's right. And on this day in 1897, Mr. Alfred Crawley invented the ice cream scooper. Now, who can live without the ice cream scooper? So here's the story. Here's the background on his story. He was working as a porter at a hotel in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and he noticed that when the servers at the hotel were attempting to serve the guests ice cream, it was always a struggle. And so he decided that he was going to come up with a spoon or a scooper to help make it that much more easier. And he did. He patented the ice cream mold and disher, is what it was called, with a built-in scraper that allowed for a one-hand operation. So, the modern-day scooper that we all enjoy now. So that was a major contribution of an African American to society. We got to have that ice cream, right? All right. Well, in cafe news, today is Groundhog Day. Yes, and it's been reported that we shall have an early spring. It only happens, I don't know how long they've been doing this, but this report that we got from the groundhog has only happened maybe 9 times out of the course of them keeping record. So we shall see. I know here in the Chicagoland area, today feels like springtime coming off of the sub-zero weather. I think we're going to hit the mid-30s today, and then tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday, it's going to be in the 50s, and as well as Monday. So it's going to feel like spring, and maybe we won't dip below zero anymore before the actual spring season arrives. All right, so it's also American Heart Month. So make sure that you go out and support the Go Red for Women campaign. I know Macy's is one of the retailers that's helping them in this effort. When you purchase something, you get prompted to round up to the nearest dollar, and then that change will go to their campaign. Also, you can just go to the American Heart Association and make some contributions that way as well. I love this month because it is the month of love as well. So for those who are experiencing love, enjoy it. And of course, Valentine's Day is coming up, and there's all kinds of beautiful things that you can buy your loved one for it. So this month prompted me to, and you guys too, maybe not all of you, but some of you prompted me to do the karaoke moments that I started back in 2007, Marilyn's karaoke moments. On occasion, I would have them on the radio where I would sing along with some of my favorite songs, and some of you found a little humor in that, and others of you really encouraged me and said that I had a nice voice. And so I've been bumping into some of you here and there, and you're encouraging me to do it again. So because this is February, the month of love, I will, a couple of times this month, have some karaoke moments. I won't do it on Saturdays. I'll do it maybe in the middle of the week, maybe around the time when I do my blogs, of some of my favorite love songs. There's some beautiful music out there, people. So be looking out for those karaoke moments with me for the month of February. And someone who is not feeling, well, he probably is feeling a lot of love right now, but Tuesday of this week, he was not feeling any love, and that is Jussie Smollett. I know you guys heard of this, right? Here in the Chicagoland area, he was attacked and beaten. They put a noose around his neck, and this all happened in Chicago, again, on Tuesday night. So we want to send our prayers out to him and a whole lot of love, and let him know that that does not represent who the makeup of the people, or the majority of the people anyway, in the city of Chicago. And we certainly hope that you don't walk away believing that. His purpose for being in Chicago, by the way, Chicago is the home base for the Empire television show that he stars in. And they, did some taping earlier in the week, and that's why he was here. And so again, Jussie, keep your head up. Know that we are all praying for you and rooting for you. And we certainly don't like the fact that that happened to you, or that it happens to anyone for that matter in this country, in the world, because, people have a right to be who they are. We have no control over, the skin that we're born in, or, our sexual orientation or any of that. And so no one should be walking around mistreating and abusing, and in this case, of course, attacking someone because they don't like their skin color or their sexual preference or just who they are as a person. We send so much love to you and support, and to anyone out there who has experienced similar attacks. We are, of course, doing what we can on our end, and we hope that others are too on their end to prevent this kind of thing from happening ever again in this country and in the world. All right. So it's a short show. I'm sure you're hearing all the background noise. I'm in a very public place because I'm taking care of a commitment that I have. So I will be checking in again, as I stated, throughout the week. We want to encourage everyone who's going to be enjoying the festivities of Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow to control yourselves. That's right, especially here in Chicago with the warm weather that we're going to be having, to conduct yourselves accordingly, folks. All right, don't show out too much. My blog, did you check it out yet? I'm getting back on that regular schedule of blogging every week, so be sure to go to Marilyn's Cafe Society on WordPress to just see what I shared there on the blog. Also, you can find me on Twitter, although I've been kind of quiet on Twitter and Facebook lately since the start of the new year, just kind of doing some introspective work, if you want to call it that. But I'll get back. So it's Marilyn's Cafe Soch on Twitter, Marilyn's Cafe Society on Facebook, and of course, Maryland'sCafeSociety.com is the website. And this YouTube channel. And don't just go there and take a peek, everybody. Be sure that you like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, and all of that good stuff as well. All right, you want to know what love is? All right, love is the Google Doodle artist that created the Sojourner Truth artwork that was posted on the Google icon on yesterday. And that person goes by the name of, listen to this, Love is Wise. Love is Wise. I know it sounds like love is, right? Well, love is wise. But anyway, we just share some love with that person. All right, so that's it. I gotta run. As always, remember, if you don't do anything else this week, everybody, be sure that you live, you laugh, and you love. And it's a pleasure and a privilege. We'll do it again next week, actually midweek, for the karaoke moment. I picked a person that I have admired and enjoyed her music for decades. And it's an oldie but a goodie, and I'm sure you're going to love it. So make sure that you look for that sometime midweek along with the blog. All right, be safe and peaceful, and we'll talk again midweek. Peace, everybody.